To check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, guys.
Morning. All right, the moment's here. 2023 nods for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announced this morning. Who do we got?
I feel like we just got last year's, and
Right?
we're already here.
We just
next
covered the
year.
Dolly Parton thing, I swear.
Yeah.
The big one is Willie Nelson, which how has Willie Nelson not already been inducted at this point? He's
Right?
90 years old. He's been around since forever as a successful musician. And then I know the thing you're most excited about is Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, how was that not on our list that we have up here? Producer Christian?
It's soon.
Oh, he
As
said
I
he
Because
couldn't
we ran
couldn't
out
get
of
it.
room. Okay, but so
jeez.
also we got what? Willie Nelson, Sheryl Crow, Kate Bush,
Yeah.
Missy Elliott.
Rage Against the Machine, White Stripes, Soundgarden, George Michael, Cyndi
Soundgarden?
Lauper,
All
Iron
of those.
Maiden.
Okay. The White Stripes, Soundgarden, Rage Against the Machine. How are they not already in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Totally.
I have no idea. A lot of the people that made the list, I was like, aren't Cyndi Lauper?
Well, what are
Yeah.
the
Oh my
what are the
gosh.
requirements? Is there like a time requirement? How long somebody needs to have been around, essentially?
It
No.
is no. There actually is. It is 25 years from the date your first production
I
album
thought
was
there was
released.
something. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that
all those
means-
folks from like 96, 97,
Right.
98, those are all eligible at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm
So
still old.
Missy Elliott's first album came out more than 25 years ago.
Yeah,
Dang!
1997,
All
Super
right.
Duper Fly.
Wow,
But
that's
then we
wild.
got Willie
Wow.
Nelson, who came out like 60 years ago.
Totally. I don't know how he hasn't been inducted, to your point.
Oh man,
That's wild.
So does everyone on the nomination list, can they all be inducted, or does it get trimmed down from here? How does this work?
I think it usually gets trimmed down. You can go and vote for people, and then from
Gotcha.
there move on to the next level and the next level. Because remember last year, Dolly Parton removed herself from the list, and then people were like, "No, I'm still voting for you," and they ended up pushing her through.
Right.
And so, but I feel like everybody on the list should be inducted.
I know.
like
Because I'm like, I
Cyndi
want to vote for all
Lauper.
these folks.
Yeah,
'cause-
same,
Well, that was the
same.
big thing with Dolly Parton last year too. Was she's like, "Oh, I'm not rock and roll enough," and everyone was like, "It's not really rock and roll. It's more
Right.
like the music."
It's the
Hall
Music
of
Hall of
but
Fame. Yeah.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I love it. And we're finally seeing that Seattle grunge era come to the forefront and get their daytime. I mean, Chris Cornell in and of himself should be in the Hall of Fame, but put
Yeah.
Soundgarden in there this year. Rage Against the Machine, just on what they did for transforming politics into music and vice versa, and all the things that go with them. I mean, there's no way I could vote no on most of the people on this list.
I
I will
saw.
say
Oh, sorry, Liz. Go
now
ahead.
that- Oh no, I was gonna say, now that I know that there's a 25-year rule, does that mean we could get in sync soon? Are we just a
Very
couple?
soon.
Oh,
Couple years
you're
away.
right. You're just a couple years away from that.
I'm not ready for this.
that would be a moment. I will say, to the Soundgarden note, saw Chris Cornell on his solo tour just weeks before he died.
Oh my gosh.
It was unbelievable. It was his acoustic tour. Of course, he had to play Black Hole's Son, and
Yeah.
there are very few, if any, vocalists like him. He definitely goes down as one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
So yeah, need to see that nod from Soundgarden for sure.
My money would be on they're getting it
Yeah,
on this
no doubt.
nomination, I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Paul Rudd, the actor who has managed to look the same truly throughout his entire career, is now sharing his secret to never aging.
Yeah, he did an interview with Men's Health magazine, and he said people always are asking him, is it plastic surgery? Do you not eat carbs? And he said what it is his rule is he focuses on sleep, then diet, then weights, and then cardio. Because he said there's so many people that he knows that'll go to bed, sleep maybe only 4 hours, and then get up and hit the gym. And he thinks that actually is hurting them rather than helping them, and that they should focus on sleep first.
Wow.
We have on this show, we've talked with experts and health professionals about the benefits of sleep, and more and more they up that requirement where they're like, oh, we hope that you get 8 hours of sleep a night to 9 or 10. Sleep is it's the foundation.
I mean, look at that guy. He's beautiful. He's 53 years old. He looks like he's 33. The two
Wow.
takeaways I have from this thing is A, cardio was last on his list, but B, I slept for 12 hours the other night. Yesterday, I realized I couldn't even read the TV guide on my TV, so I ended up having to wear my glasses to work today because I got a migraine.
Oh,
What is my
no.
problem?
You got to
Yeah,
eat those carrots, improve that eyesight.
He's a geriatric millennial. He can't see without his readers
No,
anymore.
my gosh, with those readers. I will say sleep is definitely important, but I would be willing to bet that Paul Rudd also won a bit of a genetic lottery.
Yeah, there's also that there. It's what happens when you go to the quantum realm as much as he goes, you know?
It's very
as long as I get to
rejuvenating,
play
that quantum leap. Yeah. All right. Thanks,
man.
guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Have a good one. You can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.